Woo! Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Crucial or Austin. Today, I'm bringing you guys my WWE Clash of Champions review, and I gotta say, this was one of the most disappointing pay-per-views of the year so far. Not because of Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins. The Divas match was fantastic. Sami Zayn, Chris Jericho was fantastic, but I did have some issues with two particular matches that I want to talk about first, because first of all, booking in this pay-per-view was absolutely trash. The New Day beating the Club was absolutely stupid. This was the perfect time for the Club to beat the New Day. I guess the New Day are probably going to lose it tomorrow night on Raw because they wanted them to hold the titles till 400 days. Completely understand it, but this was the perfect time for them to lose the titles. They beat the Club. That was kind of like, whatever. The New Day's still really, really cool, so I didn't really mind it too much, but I thought that this was the perfect time for them to lose the belts, and they didn't. So now let's talk about one of the most disgusting, stupid decisions, absolute terrible writing, terrible booking, fantastic match. Cesaro versus Sheamus. Probably the match of the night, if the finish wouldn't have been absolutely garbage. Okay, Best 7 series, and I was watching it with Demo and with Ryan, and I told him, basically, after the match was done and after they had both been, it ended in a no contest. So I told Ryan, I was like, you know what, in baseball and even in basketball, if they go to Game 7 or they go to Match 7, they don't end the series on a no contest. They play until there's a winner, and Cesaro took a really, really bad bump in this match. The spot was fantastic, but he tried to do a front flip through the middle rope and absolutely landed on his head. I could not believe he did not break his neck, nor I couldn't believe that he didn't dislocate his shoulder, break his collarbone. I couldn't believe he just walked away from that with no injury at all. But one thing that really the ending of the match was trash, and I made that well known on Twitter. That booking was absolutely garbage. That was terrible. And then Vince probably wonders why SmackDown kills Raw, and it's because the booking on SmackDown is 20 times better, and that's why Raw's ratings are trash at the moment, because there's no reason for that match to end in a no contest. That should have been absolutely 110%. Either Cesaro wins or Sheamus wins. And I got to be completely honest with you. I told Ryan this when we were watching. I was like, that match was incredible. That was a match of the year candidate. All right? And I wouldn't have had a problem if Sheamus would have won, because Sheamus put on a tremendous performance, probably the best performance of his career in that one match. And they fucked it over. They literally fucking blew it. They did, and that's absolutely disgusting. I was so livid after that match. I couldn't even pay attention to the rest of the matches after that. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, this is what we're doing. This is how you're gonna end this fucking series." And now we gotta probably wait till tomorrow night. And I told Ryan, I was like, if they're gonna end the series tomorrow night, what was the point of them fighting tonight? There was absolutely no point. I was very disappointed. And let's go into the Divas match. The Divas match was very, very good. Charlotte ends up retaining. Beats Bayley with a big boot. Don't know why she won with that, but she did win. I told Ryan before that Charlotte was going to retain, because there's an angle for WrestleMania coming up. I think Vince, the rumor is that he wants Charlotte versus AJ Lee at WrestleMania. Wouldn't mind seeing that. That'd be incredible. But we just got to wait and see about that. But the women's match was incredible. I got to tell you, Charlotte is probably the most athletic women's wrestler I've ever seen in my life. Like, her moonsault from the top rope is incredible. Look at this shirt, man. Also, big shout out to Roddy Piper, man. Rest in peace. I had to wear this shirt tonight for him. But I want to, and also, another tribute that was set off tonight was Bayley. Bayley wearing a part of her ring gear on the left side of her tit was a tribute to Dusty Rhodes. Really loved that. That was incredible. That was awesome. Let's talk about the main event, because the main event, Roman Reigns beat Rusev. Who gives a shit? Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens. This match was the match of the night, hands down. these two just work so well together, you know, and Kevin Owens ends up winning. I really wouldn't count it as a dirty win at all. I think Seth Rollins had the control during the 2-on-1 with Jericho and Owens the entire time. There was not a moment where I was like, Rollins is getting screwed over here, because Rollins absolutely decimated Chris Jericho. There was a couple of cool spots in the match. One being, let's talk about what was one of them? One of the sayings that Kevin Owens said during the match. He had Rollins on the ground, and he was like, "You're the architect. You don't even have a foundation." And I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Kevin Owens is just one of those guys that can he's a heel, but he makes you laugh, and it's just incredible. There was a cool spot on the 2 announce tables where Rollins was laying on the Spanish announce table. Kevin Owens jumped backwards to do, like, you know, his little, I don't even know what the fuck it's called, but he did. It's a cool ass move. He did it, and he missed Rollins and went through the table. Incredible. And the weight of Owens weighs, I would say, a little bit over 300 pounds maybe, and just split right down. That was a perfect spot for him to do. It was incredible. Like I said, Owens ends up beating Rollins with the pop-up powerbomb. I almost called it the Pop-Tart powerbomb. Grimm's Toy Show, if you know who that is, that's what he calls it, and I almost said it. But Kevin Owens wins with a pop-up powerbomb. You know, like, all in all, great match. Triple H doesn't show up. I really thought Triple H was going to get involved in this match. Does not. But all in all, you know, the pay-per-view was pretty solid. You know, I know I said it was one of the most disappointing ones, because it really was. I really didn't see a lot of outcomes that I thought should have happened. I really thought the club should have beat the New Day. I thought Cesaro should have beat Sheamus. No one won that match, which is stupid. I thought Rusev should have went over on Roman, because Rusev's title reign absolutely means garbage now. Means absolutely nothing now, which is, you know, that's just, Roman's got to have something to stay relevant, I guess. But, you know, all in all, Roman Reigns is a really great athlete, but, you know, he's just, I really didn't agree with him winning the match, that particular match. The women's match, again, very, very solid match. Bayley did a tremendous job. Oh my god. Sasha Banks was Sasha Banks. She was awesome. Charlotte, you know, probably the best women's wrestler in the WWE right now, did an absolutely incredible job. Dana Brooke, awful as always, but she was there. And like the main event was incredible. The main event was, like I said, match of the night. Sami Zayn, Chris Jericho. I don't think I talked about this match. Chris Jericho ends up beating Sami Zayn. I was kind of shocked. I thought Sami might go over on Chris Jericho, but, you know, like I told Ryan this as well. You know, the way that Jericho's going right now, you know, the run that he's had the past couple of months is probably he's solidifying himself as my favorite wrestler of all time. He is the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Chris Jericho has been absolutely incredible. So, all in all, you know, I'll give this pay-per-view a 3 out of 5, because that Cesaro match. If the booking for Cesaro and Sheamus would have been better, this pay-per-view would have been one of the best ones of the year so far. But they just kind of that killed the show for me, to be completely honest. But what did you guys think of the show? Leave it down in the comments, and hit that subscribe button, like the video as well. I'm all over the place because I just got done watching it, and yeah. What did you guys think of it? Like I said, leave it down in the comments, and I'll get back to you guys tomorrow night. I'm gonna watch Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. I'm gonna try to watch Monday Night Raw tomorrow night, because Monday Night Raw the past couple of weeks has been putting me to sleep, and I'm gonna try to watch it. But wait, I gotta talk about the cruiserweight match. T.J. Perkins versus Brian Kendrick. T.J. Perkins ends up beating Brian Kendrick. I kind of predicted that as well. Brian Kendrick turns heel, which he kind of already was heel when he came in, because he didn't shake T.J. Perkins' hand. He didn't shake anybody's hands. I love Brian Kendrick. I love TJP. It was a great match. I thought they should have done more high-flying shit, because they are cruiserweights. So that's what people look forward to in the cruiserweight division, but they didn't. You know, there was a nice little hurricanrana from the top rope out to the outside. It was pretty cool. But all in all, you know, like I said, the pay-per-view was pretty solid. It wasn't the best one of the year. Wasn't really the worst one of the year either. But we're going to see what happens at Hell in a Cell, which is October 30th, I'm pretty sure they said. But No Mercy coming up in 2 weeks for SmackDown. I'm excited for SmackDown this week. I want to see what angle they go in with Styles, Cena, and Ambrose. It's going to be sick. So hopefully you guys will tune into that, and I will see you guys in the next video.